Okay, welcome to the newest video. I know it's been a while since I've done a video, probably over a month. I've been mostly playing some life stuff, of course, working a couple of jobs and things like that. It makes it harder, and I've really enjoyed streaming so much, but I know that I need to start making more YouTube videos, so here we go. Yeah, I finally got over 1,000 after so long of, I think it was, the last time I got over 1,000 was last January, might have been December, but I had plummeted to 700, 800. I frowned upon Blitz. I definitely don't like Bullet. Bullet is just, to me, maybe because I'm not very good at it, but Bullet to me is just making moves until someone else flags. But anyway, I finally got over there, so it's just some games leading up to it. A couple of them, I'm not going to say that I outplayed or outclassed my opponent in every game. There were definitely some blunders that led me to getting there where I was completely lost. But then, well, you'll see. But and then the surprise game, the surprise way that I got over, it's quite funny. But you will see that as well. So let's get into the first game here. Playing 5 minute 5 second, which is not, it's considered blitz, but at the same time, it's also I more consider wrapped in a way just because of the 5 second increment. Here we go. Anyway, I'm 988 at the moment. Malataja, I believe, however you pronounce it, at 1067. Usual stuff. Now normally, so he's playing the Pearts here, and I actually play a lot against the Pearts. There's a couple of viewers, regular viewers on my Twitch channel that play this a lot, so I've seen it a lot. Not that I'm going to say I'm well versed in it or anything like that, but knight c3. You get your base, you get your opening. He brings his queen out, which sort of surprised me. It's considered an excellent move, but it would surprise you how many times I've won a queen here just by this little move and a discovered attack on it. But he sees that coming. Bishop c4, pawn e5. Here's my first inaccuracy of the game, apparently. But the thought is to take that knight and disrupt his pawn structure on the king's side. Game goes along. He sees that. I would have thought he would have put that out earlier. One of my definite weaknesses is I don't push my pawns early enough. It's almost like an afterthought. Yeah, I could have brought him back. Okay. Again, even here, I probably lose too many games just looking at the sacrifice to break up the structure, make sure that they can't castle, but then finally I started to push the pawns, and that's, yeah. I think it was actually right there where I've really tried to make a focus on pushing the pawns earlier. And here, upcoming here, just a terrible mistake. Well, I guess, yeah, this was not a good move. I mean, I'm not even sure what I was thinking here. Maybe I think that I was thinking, like, if that pawn takes, this pawn takes, we'll exchange the rooks, and I've got the open A file. But what I failed to consider was this, and then leaving my bishop hanging, which is terrible. So of course he does take. I start to attack his queen a little bit, but yeah, that one just tilted me a little because I should have seen that coming. That seems to be one of the things right now. Another mistake. Is I'm getting great openings, and this is part of why my rating sometimes doesn't seem to climb as much. I'm getting great openings and good middle games, and then somewhere between getting close to the end games where I just completely blow it. So yeah, I mean, just some mistakes here. I mean, obviously, I don't, I'm just not in a good spot here. Like, look at the eval bar, way down. This game, this game does make me laugh because I ended up having, I made another mistake, allowing a pawn to be taken. Trade the queens. I'm not even sure, I'm down a piece. I should not be trading there. So this is also a lesson in what not to do, but also a lesson in never resign, because at my level, especially because you never know when your opponent is going to blunder the game away, and that is what happens. You'll see. I got into here, and I started to think, because he brought his pawn down because he saw a back rank mate happening, and all I could think of, I remember in the game, is my only real chance of winning this game, like, look, my only chance is to see if I can march the pawn, and will he, if he doesn't move his knight, back it up and then trap himself. And he did not. He was kind of, I think, too focused on my king, which can happen. I do it all the time, tunnel vision, and then you forget about your defense. Sometimes I lean so far forward into the monitor that I don't see the bottom half of the board. But so here's the move, and he doesn't want to go here and give up the piece, so he does back it up, and game over. Obviously, he could have tried to defend, but that doesn't do. It just prolongs it, right? So that was that game. I got lucky there. That he was so focused on the king. Let that be a lesson. I think it was. I saw that Bobby Fischer had said, "Always make sure you're looking at the entire board," which is why we are not as good as him. So yeah, that was that game. And then my next game was against, excuse me, where did we go here? Those are games against viewers. The next game here. This is probably the best game that I've played in a while, as you can see or you can't see actually. This is the best game that I've played for a while. So the English opening, I do not play against a whole lot. Apparently I did do it properly for a bit. I always like to strike quickly in the center if I can. I don't play as many what you call structural positions or closed positions as much. I tend to be a bit more aggressive. And I think it worked out to my advantage in this game. First inaccuracy, but I don't mind inaccuracies as much as the blunders, right? That drive me a little bit crazy. I'm surprised he didn't take the queen. I was okay with him taking the queen, because if he does, I've got this, I take here and I've got this diagonal. I'm going to win this pawn. So I think that's why I was okay with it. And I'm not sure why I took there, actually. Interesting. Yeah, so pawn f6, he castles. The inaccuracy there, I just did instead of bringing the pawn out, and then of course I get it for the reason I castled long. Like they're telling me, he's telling me, or the engine is telling me I should have castled short. The reason I castled long is because he just has like this terrible wide open kingside, and I wanted to start pushing my pawns. So against this, I thought it was very move. It says it's an accuracy. Okay. I obviously don't think like an engine, but wait a minute. Sorry, the reason I didn't castle long. Sorry, I was thinking about it from White's perspective. The reason I didn't castle long was because I was thinking about the pawn storm. Okay, let's go from there. He should have gotten his pawn out earlier for sure. Here I'm thinking about the free pawn, and bringing his rook back is just a wasted move. So yeah, pawn a5 defends, and he finally brings his pawn into the game, d4, but that doesn't really do any. Oh yeah, it does. But I'm okay with that. Rook e8 to defend. Now I'm starting to look at back rank mate again because, he completely messed it up, and he keeps his pawns together, but I guess not quite, shouldn't have taken there. Yeah, first mistake, breaking up his pawn chain. Because now he's just opening up the backwards pawn on c4. He has to defend that. Right here, we set up bishop c5, taking that pawn. All he can do to defend it is really, only rook e8 is going to defend, and then I'm going to attack with the bishop, so he makes the blunder there. Gives up the pawn. Also forking the rook. And he gives up because of right from there. So that gets me basically one game away. I only have to play someone who's 20 points ahead of me or 20 points under me. And yeah, it actually scored like a 97% on that one. So that was nice. Some obviously moves that I'll analyze and look at as far as what my best move should have been, and analyze from there. Hopefully remember. Which takes us to where did he go? No, Raccoon Rider. So like I say, I knew I made a mistake here. So I've been studying this. I know he's going to play the Caro-Kann. Very, very popular defense now of e4, thanks to probably Levy, Gotham Chess. But I'd watched a video of him and James Canty, saying that against the Caro-Kann, the fantasy, which is pawn f3. And I know Jim Ben Feingold always says never play f3. It's a running joke of his, but so there we have. I believe they're supposed to bring out the knight. Oh no, that's right. We exchange, and I make a mistake right away. I'm supposed to push, and I know this. And even though I'm still just learning, almost every time in the openings when the knight comes out, you've got pawn on e4, and his knight is on f6. You push, and then that way he gets to he gets chased all over the board. Like you can start to and waste tempi for him. But so that's my first mistake, and I knew it too, almost as soon as I did it. Well, he goes and makes a mistake. I'm not sure why he thought that he was going to be able to attack my queen, even if he takes. I've still got nice, I've still got my pawns, not that one, nicely in the center. Forced the exchange, and I should have taken with pawn. Yeah, see, this game you're going to find that I did not play very well, but this is where the surprise comes. Finally I push. Finally, after how long? I'm surprised he didn't take there. Now he does. But I think he forgot here that he's going to assume that my pawn could be taken, or my pawn was going to take, but I think he forgot that my queen could take. So I'm still good here. Everything is... Actually, I'm ahead at this part. Yeah, I'm ahead. Eagle bar has me ahead. So the blue... Yeah. I believe my big mistake is coming. That isn't it. Although... This isn't an accuracy because he does this and it forces the queen trade. Like even even though he won't get to castle, it doesn't really matter because the king down, rook can come over, queen can go back. I should have seen this coming probably. I was hoping at when he was here that I was going to get to come in here and either scoop this or attack on pressure on the knight. But, so we have to exchange. And there's my first blunder. Yeah, there it is. This was so bad. And I tilted hard after this. It was almost like as soon as I let go of the mouse, I knew it. Boom. Like, forks the rooks. I tilted. I did not play well after this, especially. The eval bar is just 2 rooks should always beat a rook and a bishop. Yeah, I'm taking with the wrong pieces. Like right there, right here. I needed to take with the pawn, right? Like I'm not sure why I took with bishop because I taking with bishop leaves this open, and then of course it also allows him to go pawn f5 and pins my bishop. Otherwise, I'm going to lose my rook. So I just allowed it to happen to get something out of it. It was just I'm tilting and I know it's over. And so what I should say is he's Canadian and we're having a conversation. Where are you from? All that stuff. We're having a pretty good chat. I know I always say don't resign, but I was heavily considering resigning here because obviously, obviously this is going to be over, right? Like, so I say to him, right in here, I say to him, this really sucks because this is where I was hoping to get over 1,000, and I just, because I had that pressure on, I wanted to do it, and so he has a missed win here. He can obviously start to push his pawns on me if he wants. And right around right here, I think I said it. Yeah, right here. And so then he resigns to give me the win. I started laughing so hard. And I even said no, I don't want it that way. You didn't have to do that. And at the same time that I put that's very Canadian of you, he said, for my fellow Canadian. So obviously I didn't earn over 1,000 at this point. I did. I laughed so hard. I mean, it's 8-point loss to... No, it's more than... I gained 10 points on that, so he would have lost... Yeah, he would have lost 10 to 12 points on that. So that's how I got there, and I couldn't do it. I joked with my chat that, I'm not going to play now because I love that 4-digit number being there, but I couldn't do it. I had to solidify it, so I went and played this game, and if I lost, I lost, that's fine. Bonus game here. Just go through quickly. So here comes the Caro-Kann again. Played the fantasy. Did I play it better this time? Oh, he didn't do he didn't take, which they usually do. And of course, they bring the bishop out again. Jeez, talk about not learning. Oh, I think it was a bit different because my opponent did not play well here. That's a mistake, eh? Just take? Yeah, just take. See, I'm actually analyzing this for the first time. Because if I take, he takes. Oh, this game, I chased his queen all over the board. So I guess he thought, I'm not sure why, instead of just bringing his queen back, he decided to sack his knight. Maybe he thought that he had discovered mate, or not discovered, sorry, smothered mate. But then, yeah, I just started chasing his queen along, and of course that gives me the good percentage because they're all the best moves. Yeah, I thought about that rook move, and I think I do it a couple of moves later. Oh, make castle first. I knew that was an inaccuracy because he's only got one protector on it, and I've got two attackers, so I'm pretty sure I take right away. Yeah, bring it back. I'm looking at this pawn push right here. So yeah, it says it's only a good move. I'm looking because I know that I went knight c4 because I'm eyeing up knight b6 to fork these two, but I believe he sees that coming, or he just takes, which I didn't think was a great move either, because now I've still got this available. That's right, I remember now. I did that on purpose, hoping he would take, and then I could put it in the same spot. And I guess he saw it coming, even though he did have a free pawn here with the queen. And I couldn't believe he wasn't castling. He was taking so long to castle. Yeah, now he does it. Yeah. As soon as he pushed that pawn forward, I'm like, perfect, because I'm trying to get there, and I can fork. Or no, he's not forked yet. He'll move over though. Oh, I could have taken the queen. Or not taken attack, I mean. I thought I forked him in this game. Really wants that rook on c7, which, you know what, in hindsight is completely accurate. You get your rooks on the second or seventh rank, and a lot of the times it is just ball game. There, you're welcome. But what I on here, yeah, he's just pinned back like there. That's right. I did fork him. Finally got him. And after this, it's just, he's getting crushed. So there's the big blunder, which I knew if he took, it was going to be basically game over, because this is just going to open it up. Look at that, eval bar. M9. What is M9? And I don't even think he saw this, because he moved his queen, or his rook, I mean, to attack, which, yeah, forces, of course, pin his rook. He can't move now, so he has no choice but to, well, I mean, he couldn't take, because that would have been mate. Like, if he had done this, that would have been mate. I think he knew it. I don't know why he didn't just resign. But then again, you're told not to resign, right? And yeah, he's forced to take it and then mate right here. One of my better overall played games, I believe that one was like a 94.4. So yeah, got to over 1,000. That is it. And this was 2 days ago. So we're at 1,009. Hopefully the climb continues. I would really love by the end of the year to get to, if I can get to the end of the year, if I can get to 11, what are we in, September? I would love to get to 1,200. It's just a matter of playing. I know I need to study more and all that. But anyway, those were the games that finally allowed me to get there. Thanks for watching. Come see, I'm on Twitch. It always depends on my schedule. Sadly, my schedule is shift work, so I can't have a set schedule. But the link to the channel, as always, is in the description. come and chat. Any ideas on moves I could have played and things like that in the games. I'm always looking to learn. I'm always looking to get better. It'd be greatly appreciated. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.